I taught meditation for many years when I lived in Sheffield. I taught it through a particular filter, and that was with an organisation with a certain set of beliefs and ideas and so on. And so I have a lot of experience of teaching lots of different types of people. I did lots of small group courses. I did big group talks. I used to go to Lincoln every week, because that's where I'm from. I used to go to Lincoln every week at one point and run self-esteem workshops and positive thinking programs and all sorts of stuff. And because it was within the organization, I never felt like it was me doing it. And when I left, when I first met David and I left and moved on and kind of left that container, I didn't really think about meditation for a good long time. And it was like I'd been to the gym for many years and built up the fitness and the muscles. And for a good long time, I was riding the wave of having had that practice. And I would do various other things. I might listen to guided visualizations at times. I did a lot of study into the law of attraction and all sorts of stuff. So it was still there, it was still supporting me. And then over time, I got back into different sorts of practices. And I didn't feel I had a way of sharing it that felt right to me. So I put it on the back burner and I got stuck into Nia and then aerial yoga and then somatics. And it's through practicing and teaching somatics where I've had to slow down a lot. I'm still learning to slow down. And it's within that slowness, within that checking internally into sensation, that I realized how much it connected to the skills of what I learned through meditation. I realized that I could tap into certain things and sustain a focus quite easily because of what I'd done in the past. I started reading a book by Mirabai Starr called Wild Mercy. The very first chapter was about creating a contemplative practice. And I thought, gosh, I'm not doing this on a regular basis when I could, and I find it easy. In that, I can at a drop of a hat just stop and become still and allow myself to choose to feel peaceful and centered. If I choose to stop. What I realized was a lot of the time I wasn't choosing to stop. So I got back into doing something that created a contemplative practice. And within a week, my energy had shifted so much. So I was saying to myself now, what would make me feel joyful? If I want to sit down for half an hour by myself and have this contemplation time, what's really going to light me up? Now, she gave a list for people who didn't know anything about meditation of where you could start looking. And as soon as I read the list, this is where somatics practice came in. I was reading the list of various things, and as soon as I looked at mantra and chanting, I could feel my body went zzz, and I thought, aha, that's what's lighting me up. This is where I start. Complete opposite to how I used to meditate before, which was silent and open-eyed, nothing out the mouth, no thoughts, no words. And like I said, I did this for a week. I chose mantras that I enjoyed. I found the words, I sung along. I didn't know if I was pronouncing it correctly. I didn't care, because it was about what was creating joy inside of me. And I did it at different times of the day. I didn't make myself do it in the morning, in the evening, or whenever. If I got to, there was a couple of days where I got to go to bed and went, oh, I forgot today, because my energy had shifted so much. I was like, woo, and then I thought, oh, I haven't done it. So I just put it on and not sing. I put my headphones on, because David's next to me in bed, and I don't think he'd have enjoyed that. And so I just listened to a mantra and allowed it to kind of just flow through me. And what I realized was this was what was making me feel happy. And other days I didn't want to do that. I did something else, and I started blending and mixing and choosing. And I found myself doing different things with my hands at different times. And I thought, yeah, I don't need to read a book to find out which mudra, hand position, might mean something. It's like, oh, I need more peace. I must do it like this and this. It's like, no, I have a body, I have sensation. I can choose. I found that curling my first finger, which I know is a specified mudra, I don't know what it means. I didn't need to. It felt really good. I felt really sort of connected. And then after a while, I felt like I wanted to press my palms together and rest my thumbs on my body. And then at other times, I wanted to bring my arms out. And this was within the 30 minutes, I just kept changing depending on where my body wanted to go. And I made it my own by tuning into my own sensation. So this is what sparked the intention of, I would love to work with people to guide them back into a contemplative, meditative, whatever you want to call it, practice, a sense of spending time with yourself and making your own choice about how you want to do that, rather than following specific techniques that say you must do this in this way to get this result. But what's been more meaningful for me is to listen to me and my responses and go, aha, this takes me further along my path. This takes me in towards me more. And that's when I realized I was letting go of all the shoulds. Finally. I mean, they do keep popping up now and again, but, pop them on the head when they do.